So 6 months ago, like earlier at the start of 2024, the pipeline really dried up, because of the interest rates, things like that. And I honestly wasn't doing the best job doing my own personal lead generation. Like I had a few, my mailing list, my newsletter, things like that, but
Hmm.
it wasn't really bringing in the revenue that I'm kind of used to, right?
Right.
So kind of like in a down season, and I talked to a few different people, but you guys, definitely stuck out, especially with your guys' past experience. So I said, hey, let me give it a shot. What's the worst that can happen, right? And you guys really did exceed my expectations. Really building that pipeline up again. We've even had, a few closings. I think like maybe four in the past 6 months, and many more to come. Hopefully here in the future. So it's definitely been, much better situation. And you guys kind of, it was almost like the jet fuel to my business again, kind of reigniting it and bringing in that, uh, predictable source of revenue.
I mean, I guess if you can share sort of what you've experienced between kind of starting and now where you're at 6 months into it.
It's been honestly pretty well. It's You guys have honestly exceeded my expectations compared to other platforms that I used in the past. But I mean, specifically with lead gen, right? I mean, I'm in, Southern California. It's really, really competitive down here, right? You have thousands and thousands of agents competing for, the same amount of homes. So I was really leaning on my sphere of influence before kind of getting started. And it was honestly just like inconsistent, right? I mean, I would do deals here and there, right? But there was no like predictability to the pipeline. And I was searching for a long time, tried a few other things. They didn't really work out. Like I'm sure you guys know Zillow and all those stories. But I mean, the past 6 months have really been phenomenal. Like that predictability we said, right? So it's like almost every day I feel like I'm getting a new lead directly on my phone. I'm even getting a few live transfers every week, and really just converting the buyers and a few sellers here and there. It's obviously good when you get a double-ended deal from one of the live transfers, but really like focusing on building my pipeline because in real estate it's a long-term game, right? So it's like, hey, now I have probably 50, 60 plus prospects in the pipeline. We're constantly nurturing them, and really optimistic on the future here coming into 2025, and it's all thanks to you guys.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I think when we first kind of got started, the the biggest thing was just trying to figure out what's going to work in your market because it is so competitive. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think the first 2 months you didn't get a close, maybe even the first potentially 2.5 months, but then come at middle of month three, you had two deals that you were working on closing, and now it's been obviously four. So I'm super excited about that. I think if that's right.
Exactly. Yeah. Like honestly, the first few months I was getting in a ton of leads, but they weren't really converting. But I continued to nurture them, right? Because it's a long term game here with these people, right? It's very rare that somebody gives you a call and they're ready to move forward that very week, right? It
Yeah.
takes to build trust. You got to almost become friends with the prospects in a sense. Just provide as much value, and then it will be returned in the future. But yeah, the first it was almost like 3 months. I was getting a ton of leads, but they just weren't necessarily converting immediately. But I
Mhm.
believe it was both of the leads that closed. They came in at around like a month and a half, and they're just consistently following up with them. Giving them the market reports, giving them their home updates, checking in, going on the home tours with them, and really just nurturing them over the time period. And yeah, I did get my the first conversion was in the beginning of month three, and then the middle of month three. So it was like two almost
Yeah.
back to back closings, which was phenomenal. Now, and yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, I love that. And I really appreciate you actually sticking through it because like the biggest thing in real estate is that like, one of our other agents actually says this. He says like Rome wasn't built in a day. And I think that's the biggest thing that, you obviously understand and appreciate that within the industry. It's like right when things get started, you kind of have to really, like try to stick with it, even though things might seem murky the first month, maybe the second month, so forth. But yeah, I mean, I appreciate you kind of sticking through that and really understanding that. Obviously, you're the expert in the situation. You know what it takes to close these deals. But also, obviously, you understand that it's not a get rich quick scheme by any means.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, there's people that do promise you these get rich quick kind of scenarios, and they never really end well. So it really is just the name of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, I'm glad in the past 6 months, I think it's been close to 50K now for you, trying to get you to six figures here, hopefully by the year end. And I think we're on the right path here. So I appreciate that, Omar. And yeah, I mean, let's keep killing it.
Now,
I guess I just had one more question for you, Omar. I guess what would you say to somebody who's on the fence about actually working with us?
yeah, so if somebody's on the fence of giving you guys a shot, I would really just tell them, hey, look at their past experience, look at what they've done for other agents, look at what they've done for me, right? Because the proof is really in the pudding, right? And this is guaranteed not a get rich quick scheme. If you think that you're gonna get a certain amount of deals in the first 30 days or 60 days, I can guarantee you that's not gonna happen. But if you're trying to build your pipeline for the long term, if you're looking for something that's a little bit more predictable than something like Zillow, which I've tried and had, not so great success with, I would absolutely give it a shot, right? Because what these guys are doing, I mean, it's been proven. It's been proven in my business, and it's been proven for agents across the United States, right? So I would say give it a shot. If you really, trust in your abilities to get these deals done, if you have, good follow up skills, and you're a personable person, able to connect with clients on a deeper level, I would highly give it a shot. But if that doesn't sound like you, I would just stick to keep what you're doing and leave the other market share for the rest of us.
I appreciate that. Yeah, that means a lot.